Hi, everyone. It's the exciting Monday video. Today, I just want to make sure that you consider taking a look at P is for positivity. That is an assignment that is actually after the rough draft, but it's probably wise to take a look at that reading. It's about how information, when it's framed a certain way, changes what you will do. I mean, it couldn't be more important. If you're told, if you want to have an operation, if you need an operation and the doctor says you have a 90% chance of living or a 10% chance of dying, it depends greatly on how the doctor frames it to predict what you'll do. So, and in these times of to vaccinate or not to vaccinate, kind of interesting to think about how information and in what frame it's delivered and how it influences the choices that we make. Kind of cool theory. It also, P is for positivity. It also does take on the ideas of mood changing, as you might expect from the title. And then because the second essay uses two texts, you can pair it like a fine wine with A is for awesome, the happy secrets to better work. Really many different, since you're just plucking an idea out of the second text, the variety is endless of what you can do. Okay, so the next essay, essay 2, is very much like essay 1, only the second analysis paragraph is going to use material from a second text from class, a different one. So how you do that, there's lots of examples. Let me do the famous share screen. So here it is, essay 2, and it's the rough draft. Now I have a ton of leeway here about what it is you submit, as long as there's evidence that you're thinking about it and working on it. But again, the ball's kind of in your court, because you have this time between now and between Wednesday and Friday to contact Holly, the tutor. You have her info now, or do a little back and forth with me. Remember, I'm here today and tomorrow. I can look at things or listen to your ideas, etc. So anyway, just to remind you that in the instructions, again, I am the queen of the link. Because the semester we started with introductions, then we learned summaries, and we did analysis paragraphs. Conclusions we didn't spend that much time on, but the links are all here. And there's always in the links that it's instructions on how to do it, and then an example of what that looks and sounds like. So hopefully that is enough. If you put your shoulder to the wheel, it won't absorb into your skin, into the epidural layers, unless you sort of wrestle it around. And that's why we do free writing. When you do a reading and you write something, to engage with the text gets it more firmly into your mind, to wrestle a little bit with the points. Even if you're wrong about something you think the author is saying, when you wrestle it a bit, it sorts out what's actually there in the text and what's there in your mind, and how that's going. Okay, so here, all the instructions are here, and here's the example. It's even on here. So hopefully it's not confusing. There's links, and there's also an example right here on the instructions of what that second analysis paragraph looks like, where you bring in a second text. So really, you just pick one text, and then different from the first essay, and then just decide on how you're going to get some element of another text to support one of those ideas. Okay. And that's really it. The important thing is that you follow the rules of the academic road, like we've been learning. And don't forget, the first 4 weeks we've spent writing intros, then summary. And summary, believe me, I put the link here, because summary is the part where all those little particulars of MLA format, don't put the author's name in parentheses at the end of a sentence. Really bugs me, because it's often redundant, meaning it's repetitive. And it's much more important that as we read, it's crystal clear where these quotes and paraphrases are coming from. And paraphrasing is just when you use your own words to describe the author's idea. And of course, you've got to give them credit. That's why the author's name comes up again and again. A couple of you, I would say, it's unclear whether this is your idea or the author's. That's why there's this kind of systematic, in a summary, there's a systematic use of the author's last name. Not every single sentence, but it comes in enough so that it's always clear. Okay, so that's it. Make sure that you use the tutor's information in case you're scared of me, because I am very scary. No, I'm just kidding, but I talk so fast. So, and you can send her a paragraph today, tomorrow. The final draft is due on Friday. So remember, that's a little bit out of our rhythm because we've got to get going. We're going to get onto the research paper, but these are the skills you're going to need, is incorporating new texts as you write analysis paragraphs. So we should be all on track. The first essay was great. A lot of people did just great. Some people need to shore up some issues, and hopefully you're going to work on that on this second one. So remember, now you have Holly as well to bounce your ideas off, try out a paragraph, ask for some help in editing or whatever it is you need, and we can go from there. Remember, the due dates are a little bit different, so pay attention to what it says. Read the instructions, and there are links to guide you. All right, so if you have a question, email me on Canvas, and please utilize the tutoring resource that's available to you, because Holly's going to be great. And you do want to get ready, because the next one is a research paper, and that can get a little bit more, you really have to have these skills down. Okay, so I wish you well. I'll be here tomorrow, and just start early. That's and revise. It never comes out right the first time. Nobody gets it right. It's okay. Just do it again. Always reread what you've written, because sometimes you'll be so impressed with yourself or you so want it to be over. There's a lot of reasons for not wanting to go back, but it is one of the key ways to make something better, is to read through it again, because then you often see, oh, this doesn't connect to this, or wait, that's not an example of that, or this sentence is messed up. There's a million things that you can sort of see if you reread to revise. Revision is key. There's even a link. I've got a link for everything. All right. Okay, so get to work, and I look forward to your contributions of the week. Good luck.